slowly.
Okay, it's going. Are we live?
Oh, yeah, we are. My bad. I thought I already had the starting video on it, and it didn't. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Old Reader, New Reader. My bad about the not noticing that the video thing wasn't playing at the beginning, but very happy to have you all. We have a special guest. This is my first time meeting her. Hi, Linz.
Hi.
Linz, would you mind introducing yourself to the chat? I'm sure they've seen you before, but would you?
Yeah, so my name is Linz, and I guess I post on social media about Marvel, and that's how I ended up here.
Just Marvel. So what social medias do you have? I know you're on TikTok. What else?
Yes, TikTok and Instagram, and I do have a YouTube, but I don't post that much on there.
YouTube is for old people. That's what I heard. TikTok is where it's at. Apparently, that's where the youth is. Oh, look at that, James! Thank you so much, buddy. Linz Soapbox, YouTube and Instagram and Blue Sky. Wow. Did you know you had a Blue Sky?
I do. I did know. Yeah, I don't use it that often.
You don't use it that often. Oh, James found it for you. And Maddie, you gather us together today to talk about what exactly? What are we talking about today?
Today we were talking about Fantastic Four by Ryan North.
Yeah.
We're only talking about what's available in the volumes so far, because the fifth one isn't out yet until October.
Sixth one.
So the sixth, six.
Yeah.
So issues 1 through 27. And if I'm wrong, then I will change the description later. But
no, I think you're right. I think Ryan North's Fantastic Four Volume 5 goes all the way to 27. Yeah, and that. So
we're talking about this to prep and get our excitement up for the Thursday movie release of the new Fantastic Four movie,
which is right around the corner. Some people have already seen it. Some people that live in bigger states have already seen it, and I have to wait until Thursday to watch it. 28 is the last issue.
Oh, then I read 27, so I screwed up.
Well, that's okay, because the beauty of Ryan North's Fantastic Four is what? What did you find wonderful about Ryan North's Fantastic Four?
Oh, you were like setting up.
I was asking you. Yes, I was asking you. What is so different about Ryan North's Fantastic Four than any other Fantastic Four besides the Coming of Galactus that you've read?
Now, Lynn's probably more to say about this, I'm assuming, than me, but
okay.
Being more of a Marvel person, but this is more procedural. This is more like episodic than it is the other stuff. So I'd say almost like what I assume it to be like almost a return like Silver Age style of like the kind of like adventure of the week.
Okay, yeah,
which is very cool. It's very fun. It's very like accessible to a new reader. You don't need to know everything. You can gather the pieces you need to gather. Like you're not missing a lot. Except for why Johnny Storm has this awful handlebar mustache.
Man, he's owning it too. I thought
it's really funny though. I did like it, but I was like, he's really keeping this.
Yeah, he's
going.
keeping it. It's like it's a thing now. The beginning of the story is interesting because it starts off with like something that has happened that's kind of driven them apart, which is something we've seen before with the Fantastic Four. It isn't really talked about at first, and you're thinking, oh, do I need to read Dan Slott's Fantastic Four to understand this? No, not at all. Everything is explained within this book is what I enjoy about it. Linz, how much Fantastic Four have you read? You're a big Silver Surfer fan.
I've read
a Marvel fan.
A little bit of everything. I've read some Kirby stuff, some John Byrne stuff.
Okay.
I've Mark Waid, Hickman, but I think this run was the one that like really allowed me to like jump into all the other Fantastic Four stuff, because before this run I had tried to like jump into Fantastic Four, but for some reason I couldn't, which is heartbreaking because I love the Fantastic Four. And then when this one released, I like started following it on Marvel Unlimited, and I loved it so much. It's exactly because of what Maddie said, that like it feels episodic. Like basically every issue is like its own like standalone story, which I think it made it easy for me to like just follow with.
No,
yeah, this feels like the most like approachable one I've read so far, Fantastic Four. Because like we've read a few together, or over the million years we've been doing this.
Not that long, but yes, we have
5 or 6 years.
Yeah,
but for the most part, a lot of it's like so big, right? Especially like Hickman, which is not a bad thing necessarily, but it doesn't give you time to like really enjoy the family as it is. And this does what I love most about, like, my favorite type of comics are the ones that we have just time, like hanging out. And that's what it feels like. There's not this big, like, oh, we have to spend like 40 issues dealing with this huge, complicated event. It's like, yeah, it's fine. Like, you see a couple issues and you just go to the next thing. And that's really fun. It's a good break. There's a place for both of those things. But this is like, it's like they gave me exactly what I could have wanted in a comic book. They're like, we know what you like. Fun little stories that are kind of a little silly, but cool. And like, but still have like some good heart to them. And, you know, character moments. Here you go, Maddie. Would you want a time loop? Starting off with the time loop episode was like the nicest thing they could have done. They're like, "This, you love this."
I love how much like family we get in this, because even the way that like Alicia and the kids are incorporated, like Valeria, Franklin, and then Ben and Alicia's kids, I thought was really nice.
Yeah,
I will say that, you know, you were talking about how accessible it is. One thing that I always note when doing the overviews of the trades is that it's also very dialogue heavy. Like, there are issues in here that take a while to read and absorb, and I really like them. I think they're wonderful that way.
See, and I didn't feel like it was dialogue heavy.
Oh, I'm talking about like
well, I guess it's not
like the science. Like,
the science.
When he starts talking about like breaking down about creating a new element, that story with the two kids in school and this project was like, I can't remember what the project was, but they were like, hey, we're gonna create a new element.
Soluble.
Yeah, I was like, damn, is that possible? Like, can we do that? Is that legit? Like, it had me thinking like, well, maybe it can be done.
Kid Mystic says the science actually makes sense. That's the crazy thing.
Well, you know what? I didn't have the time to research it. I just assume it did, because I was like, oh, obviously Ryan North has done the research. It's just insane, like how much research went into some of these issues. The word
I don't know how he did. Really, I could not have.
Like, and I kind of miss that in comics, right? Because we're so used to comics having the written for trade paperback method, which was started in the early aughts when trade paperbacks were selling, and they were like, okay, 4 to 6 issues, that's a story arc, and that's what you need to write. This is kind of like whatever you want to do, man. Like, have at it. Have one issue. There's a couple of 2-issue arcs.
Yeah. And those are fun too. I mean, they're balanced well. Which is nice.
The dinosaur, the Doom dinosaur. The dinosaurs was awesome. I really like that. That reminds me of Silver Age Fantastic Four.
Yeah, I think the best way to talk about this is just sort of just to jump around, talk about our favorite, like, I'm gonna call them episodes because that's what they feel like, but our favorite kind of like storylines. But if we're gonna go ahead and talk about the dinosaur one, we have to talk about the best line in there where he's like, wait, if our worlds combine, will Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur team up with Moon Girl and Devil Human? And it made me laugh so hard.
There were a lot of good lines, and there are a lot of good memorable lines in the series. I think that's one of my favorites. It's a two-parter, of course. The words, I can't remember. That was in the first trade paperback, I think, where they were starting to forget words, and it turns out, of course, it's Doom. But that
the ghost.
Yeah, that issue was excellent.
What about you, Linz? What are some of your favorite?
Yeah, I don't remember what issue this is, but the one where Ben and Johnny have to get a job and they're just like going back and forth with each other.
Yes, that was so good. It's that kind of stories that you don't really see that often these days, because everything is so grandeur, right? Everything has to be so big and like building up for something huge. And like Maddie said, there's nothing wrong with that. That's excellent. I like those.
You gotta have a balance in comics. I think they forget to do that.
But this just seems fun and smart. And that issue where Johnny Storm falls in love, I think that was a two-parter too, with that alien. And I know it became like, I don't know, you're more in tune with the TikTok world, man. I knew it became a meme. Like, people were hating on it. They're like, oh my God, look what they're doing to Johnny Storm. He's screwing an alien. And I was like, Johnny Storm has screwed a lot of aliens. I hate to break it to you all.
My culture as an alien romance book reader, I was like, get it, Johnny?
But I thought it was so sweet. Like I was like, holy crap, that was only 2 issues, and I already started like feeling bad that they couldn't, by the way, spoilers for these first 28 issues.
Yeah, and this show, in case you know, I think we mostly have a regular show, but for people that we do talk spoilers here. But I always say that, like, no matter what spoilers we talk about, it won't be enough to ruin any of this for you, to be honest.
But that broke my heart, man, when it was the anniversary issue. It was issue 25. So it was a little longer, but still in that amount of time, I was able to just get used to this character and Johnny and her be together, and damn. Yes, Josh, that is true. And thank you, James. It was issue 25. It ain't nothing new. No, it is not. So I don't know why people were tripping online. Like Johnny Storm's hooking up with aliens now.
Yeah, but to go back to that grocery store episode, like, Get the Job, I thought that one was really fun. Because, like, in this whole story, we have a Fantastic Four that doesn't have any money, which I think is very fun. I think that's a good thing to, like, place on them. Because, like, okay, what kind of shenanigans they get into when they don't have these things to solve it? And the fact that they, one, have to get a job at all, great. And two, they immediately get the same job and then have to, like, battle it out for who is employee of the month. But then deal with it in different ways, of Johnny the flirt and then Ben just being like nice to old ladies. So good.
That's in the same story arc in the first one, right? Where the Alicia and Ben are separated. They go into that little town where everybody turns out to be some kind of like, it's a very Twilight Zone
it's
episode.
Later on. They're separated, but that first story is the one where Alicia and Ben end up, because they're on like a little getaway where they're in this like crappy motel, and they wake up in like a city that just has a time loop, which is great because immediately, some guys put with shotguns and like their trucks because they're like, we gotta get this monster out of town, and like
he's gonna drive into their hotel room.
Yeah,
that's great.
Very small town. But that was a great way to start it off, though. Because immediately I'm like, I'm so in. And then the way they separate it, like, okay, but now we're going to have a Reed and Sue story. And now we're going to have a Johnny story where he, again, looks awful in that handlebar mustache. And I like the way that was separated in the beginning because, like, immediately I'm in. And usually a Fantastic Four story, it may take a bit for me to get in because I'm so used to, like, dramatic, our kids are breaking the world stories. And they were just like, here's some goofs. But I mean, we do have a sadder story in here, which I also thought was really great about like the building disappearing, like where they have to save.
Oh, sends it into the future and the kids.
Yeah, that's science I can't explain, but they had in order to save everybody.
You can't explain time travel.
Yeah, but it was a weird one.
Sure.
They shut up, Josh. Listen, it grew on me, but it was a.
No, it never grew on me. That is a horrible choice. I mean, I don't know.
I love the mustache because it makes it easy to know when other tie-ins are in continuity with this.
Okay, that's a true comic book statement right there. That is true. It is easy to tell when this is crossing over with other books.
Yeah, I do like the issue where it's kind of emotional, where like in order to save her, we have to send our kids and everyone's in this area a year into the future. But now we have families that are separated, kids that are orphaned for like a year, and this like really like tough situation where Ben's like, "What the hell are you doing? You can't just make those decisions." Oh,
it's true, Kid Mystic. It's true. I'm just
maybe I do have one, and I have shaved it. You don't know.
Whoa, I thought he was talking to me, not you. Okay, but maybe Maddie shaved it for this show.
Maybe I do.
Yeah, I found this to be emotional and thought-provoking and fun.
Yeah.
Every time the trade paperbacks would come out, I would put it on top of my read pile.
Read pile?
Yeah, it's my read pile. I have one right beside me right now. Because I don't.
That's fine.
Oh, Reed Richard. Thank you. Because who actually told me, the very first person that told me this was an amazing run was actually Peter, and I was like, dude, no. I did not like Squirrel Girl. I'm not gonna enjoy this book. And Peter was like, no, it's really good. Like, it's different than Squirrel Girl, and I think you'll like it. And holy crap, We don't agree on a lot, but we totally agree on this book. It's excellent. And I'm so glad that you enjoyed it too. And you have been keeping up with it, Linz, monthly?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Well, on Marvel Unlimited. So I don't know how many issues there are, because I know the run already ended, right? Because he started a new one.
Yeah, it's a relaunch with Humberto Ramos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because Unlimited they've got like 33 issues, I think.
30, I think 30.
And that leads directly into, I think, One World. Okay. Yeah. All right. Settle down. Okay. One World Under Doom. That's what that leads directly into. So
into 33.
Yeah, and that would make for a perfect size omnibus, the first 33 issues plus the annual. Just saying. Yeah. I can't believe they're relaunching it. I was hoping they would keep a legacy number. I know that
Marvel can't do it. It just can't.
Like, it's great. 33. It's crazy to think about that. That is a big number compared to some of these other series that only go to like 10 issues, which I think has become the thing now. And apparently, Fantastic Four #1 is out now. I think Melanie picked it up. Classic Marvel relaunch. Yeah, and because I really enjoyed. What did you think of the artwork? What did you two think of the art? It was Ivan Coelho, Ivan Fiorelli, Francesco Mortarino, and all the covers, of course, done by Alex Ross. But did you all like the art?
I'll let Linz take it first.
I think so. Oh, yeah, I think I did. I love the covers. I love color covers.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I was fine with the art inside.
Okay, Maddie, what did you think?
I was pretty happy. I mean, I thought the art was great throughout. Covers are beautiful. I mean, absolutely throughout the whole series. I don't. Some of the character redesign as like artist change I didn't like as much. Like how Sue looked later, but I mean, it was fine. It's not a big deal because it did feel different.
Did you guys like their suit designs?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I did. I'm a sucker for any time they change the designs of the Fantastic Four outfits. I like classic, and I like I like a mix. And I mean, I grew up in the 80s and 90s, so there was a lot of different designs that they were taking a lot of liberties with. And relaunching is to Marvel as breathing is to us. Hey, Kane, that is so good. And it's crazy to think about when Lynn says she likes the covers, that it's Alex Ross still painting these. I know he's not doing sequential art, but not missing a month. Just crazy.
And for as complex as those are, like, he's insane.
Yeah, we are very blessed to have somebody that talented to be interested in the world of comics. I've always said that about Alex Ross. And he was busy doing other stuff too. I mean, these aren't the only covers he's doing. And I don't know if he's continuing to do them in the new relaunch or not. Yeah. What else did you all like about this run that stands out above everything else that you read from the Fantastic Four?
I mean, besides what we talked about, I mean, because I already mentioned like the things I've said, but it's just it's a fun time. But I liked the how different all the stories were. Like, we had a good mix of different kind of styles and things. We had some time travel. We had some like weird parallel universe stuff. We had like a good mix of stories and a good mix of Doom. Not too much Doom, but enough Doom sprinkled in. That's a fun time. And it was kind of nice that they didn't collab. Like, we didn't see a lot of crossover outside of their group, like with other superheroes or anything, which is kind of nice. I feel like it didn't feel like that came in to break any of it.
I think we also had like some classic villains, didn't we? Because wasn't it? We had Nicholas Scratch and the Frightful Four, I think, and then Trapster. I think we saw Mole Man at some point too.
Yeah, because they even quoted like I guess Kang's like older version of Kang, right? Because they were like, this happened minutes after the story from like 1970, whatever. And I'm like, wow, that's cool.
Oh yeah. I remember. Yeah.
There was something else that was was in one of the issues that I thought, oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, you mentioned that it didn't really like show any other of the superheroes, but there was a really weird yet standalone event going
Blood
on.
Hunt?
Blood Hunt, yeah, where they have to fight the vampires. I mean, it's the world of Marvel, right? Things go crazy all the time.
At least it didn't feel like it broke away too much. You know, it felt like it was at least self-contained. Like I was aware that it was happening elsewhere, but it didn't feel like the tone of the book changed too much, which was nice. Because I think usually an event shows up and it's like, now we're dark and creepy for 2 things out of nowhere, or it's Civil War out of nowhere. Like, this is nice.
I feel like with some tie-ins, I'm like, I cannot read through this. And this one, I was like, it didn't even feel like there's much of a change. Yeah.
And to me, that's a test of a good book. Because how many books have we read? Like, especially like, I mean, DC as well, but I think especially Marvel. I just think about Hickman all the time.
You think about Hickman's
I always think about Avengers. Because
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know anything that's happening. Of course, back then they weren't telling you either, to be fair. But like,
well, and it's Hickman's way of storytelling too that kind of gets in the way. You don't know if he's just being really smart or if he's like, go and check out Avengers World. Like, what are you missing?
I wish it just doesn't work for me. So this is like, they told you very clearly, it's like, thank you. And I didn't need to know everything for it to still work. You're like, hey, the story is still good regardless. And they even said that at the beginning, like Ryan North wrote out like the first issues, like this is for people who have spent years reading Fantastic Four, people who've never read Fantastic Four. Like either people can get something out of this, which I really appreciate. To me, that's a good, like, that's a tell of a good writer for me. Because I don't read enough Marvel to know, and I read it sporadically. So when I come into a book, sometimes I'm like, I don't know, and I just have to accept it. And this one I was like, I'm fine, actually. This is still good.
Yeah, I think I feel the same way about this run, that it's something for everyone, like something there for people that have never read the Fantastic Four, and something there for people that have been reading the Fantastic Four for years. I think it's unique.
How did you all feel about somebody mentioned it in the chat and I can't find it now, but the like black and white film noir issues that we got?
Oh, with Alicia, where they were trying to solve
how'd you guys like that one?
I like that.
I liked it. That's one of my favorite ones. I don't know how different it was. I don't know.
But I like Lynn said though, like earlier about the supermarket issue, right? Like I think those issues stand out because they're so different. They're unique, and which is why I like that diner issue, or that small town, because it felt like a Twilight Zone. Someone
at Marvel has finally listened to me after years of being like, I just want to see my superheroes go to the grocery store sometimes, like. And I want to see them doing laundry. Like, I want those issues, so I care when the big stuff happens. If it's only big stuff all the time, I don't care. You need the little things, so the big things are scary, and you're worried, and you're like, you know, and then you're attached to these people. I need to know the little silly things that they do.
You know what? I'm trying to think of the last time I did see somebody. Maybe like the Krakoa era. Books.
I think X-Men does it more.
Yeah, like especially during the Krakoa era, there were instances of people just doing normal things, right? Outside of like, because you had so many different series. This is just one book, monthly at that, right? Yeah, I
like manga does that well, where like Western comics don't always, because manga's like, hey, we put you guys through some shit just now. That was real crazy. Would you guys like a beach episode to relax before we like traumatize you some more? Like, yes, thank you. Oh my god.
Yeah, but
finally.
Yeah, but compare the Fantastic Four to manga that is titled, you know.
No, I'm just talking like genres in general, like Western, like.
No, it is. It definitely has more of a slice of life feel, right? Which is what a lot of people like. Which is why a lot of people like independent stuff. You didn't really see that in comic books, especially superhero comics, up until, I guess, the Bronze Age, whenever they started throwing in like those human elements. And we talked about.
I want more. Too. I want both, Lohi. I want the T-Rex and I want the supermarkets, and I deserve both.
One World Under Doom. Just saying that dinosaur might be might be back. Just saying. I did like to see that. That was as stupid and ridiculous as the idea of a Doctor Doom dinosaur is. It's
so
really
silly.
kind of badass when they're teaming up. I was like, what? That's so stupid. It works. What's your favorite run of the Fantastic Four that you've read so far, Linz?
I don't know if I've said this before. I don't know. Wait, maybe this one?
Really? Okay.
I love John Burns stuff. I haven't read all of it, but I love what I've read. Mm-hmm.
Burns is up there for me too. It's an excellent run. What about you, Maddie? Out of all, because we've read Hickman, we've read Wade's run, we've read some of Stan Lee and Jack Kirby stuff. We haven't read any John Byrne, but out of all the ones that you've read so far, what do you think?
I mean, this is it. This is the most me Fantastic Four they could have given me. Because I mean, I like, I'm a Hickman hater.
You're a what?
I'm a Hickman hater.
Man, we broke you with the Fantastic Four and the Avengers.
No, but I like the Fantastic Four by Hickman. I enjoyed that. Reading Hickmenders twice was hard, and I think I'll never get over it.
I haven't read Hickman's Avengers, and now you're scaring me because I wanted to get into that.
Okay, to be fair, she read them back to back. And she read them pretty quick too, because we were doing a video, old reader, new reader, on because we had read volume 1, and then the following week we're like, let's just do volume 2 next week.
Yeah,
probably should have taken.
And I must have read it for another show, I guess, but it just was not to me. I was like, we're missing out on characters that we could have spent time with, and you're just too busy being big brained, and that's good for you. Love that for you. I love a nice verbose comic. I don't mind that when we spend time with the characters. So I'm like, oh, but that character's cool. Why are we leaving them? Oh, okay. It's over.
Did you like the House of
I like this a lot. Yeah.
Okay. So it's not every Hickman. It was just
no. It's just Hickvengers is still bothering me.
But you're not the only person that I've heard say that Hickvengers was it was too much.
Yeah, I just think you missed.
I've actually heard
he missed the plot. He just was. Sometimes you're like, this is so cool and smart of me, and you're like, but you have to do this other stuff too. You might
see, and I feel like that's when I read Ryan North's Fantastic Four after reading an issue, I'm like, oh, I feel so smart. I figured that out before Reed Richards. I must be the smartest man in the world.
I love this. I really, because I mean, I like when we have the cool, complicated stuff with like the Richards kids, because I like them, and I've liked all the stuff we've read about them, and like. They're traumatic kid upbringing. I like those a lot. I like those stories, but this is fun. Like I'll reread this. I'm less likely to reread the others.
I have been enjoying this run, and I cannot wait for it every time there's a collected edition of it. It's just it's become one of my favorite comics, and it's been a long time since I've enjoyed the Fantastic Four like this. Because we've had after Hickman, it was the Matt Fraction run. After that was James Robinson's short run, and then it was on a break, and it came back with, of all people, Dan Slott. Everybody thought it was going to be Chip Zdarsky because he had written that Marvel 2-in-1, and they gave it to Dan Slott, which Chip Zdarsky explained it. He was like, yeah, why would they give it to me? They give it to the guy you least expect to give it to, and they made the right call. And Dan Slott's run, while I thought it started off good, it kind of, I don't know. I thought it was missing something. And this is what I think it was missing. Just that family element that kind of that separates the Fantastic Four from everybody else, right? It was like Mark Waid that kind of put it beautifully, that everybody else is a superhero team, like the Avengers and the X-Men. This is just a family that happens to have superpowers. And
I like Mark Waid's run a lot.
That's my favorite. I love.
But I'm a Hickman hater. I'm a Wade lover.
Everything by Wade.
Probably. I'm not going to say that for sure because then I'm going to forget a book I hated or something. But
no,
I like Wade a lot.
He was a lot like Peter David to me. I get excited when I see his name on a project, and I'm like, "Oh, X-Men! That's the ones." Ooh, his X-Men wasn't that good, but that's X-Men though. Ed Brubaker's X-Men wasn't that good either. and I kind of fault X-Men for that. It must be really Jeff Lemire's X-Men. Man, that broke my heart. I was like, how did you mess this up, man? Linz, what's have you read the Mark Waid run?
I've only read a little bit of it. I read the Unthinkable arc, and then I read a little bit of the first part.
Imaginauts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I did enjoy what I read. I just haven't had the time to like go back and like finish through, you know?
Oh yeah, you should totally keep on with it. It's a really good run. It's got, you can see where he wanted to end it, and then when editorial was like, hey, why don't you keep writing for a few more months?
Something we haven't talked about. I want to talk about how great Alicia was this whole time in this.
Yeah.
In this whole series, I thought like she felt like such a like great, impactful character the whole time. Especially, and I want to get you guys' opinion on her, how she's written. But how do I feel? There's this great issue where she talks about how she's blind, but she loves comic books, and they talk about like the first time they made comic books accessible by this, politician reading comics out loud for the kids who couldn't see them. And sorry, my dog is now loudly squeaking her toy.
That's what that sound was. I was like, what is that? Okay, go on. But you were murdering a child back there.
But how do you all feel about that? I thought it was really good because, like, it's one thing to, oh my God, this is going to kill me. Anyways, let me stop her and then that issue.
I will let Linz answer first.
I love that. Because I think it's a panel where like it's basically all black and it's just like her talking, right?
Mm-hmm.
I love that. Yeah. And isn't she the one that's like, it's thanks to her that they're able to like defeat whatever they were fighting in the issue, right? I thought that was so clever. Yeah, I love that.
I think that this is the best that Alicia Masters has been written in a long ass time, like a long time. I haven't seen a character, especially when somebody that was, like Alicia Masters, part of the supporting cast, written that strong and that powerful and that perfect in a long time. It's great. I'm trying to remember the last time, because a lot of writers don't really utilize these characters. I did like that about Hickman. I love the fact that he created like the Future Foundation with Valeria and Franklin. I thought he got the kids' voices down. I thought they were excellent.
Yeah, I really like that part about his run.
Cage, how's it going, buddy? Mark Waid's is still my favorite. But it's been a long time since somebody has actually utilized the character properly. And it's because it's one of those things like what you just mentioned, that issue, right? Oh, we need Alicia for one specific issue and that's it, right? But no, she is a part of the cast. She's a part of the family. She's a part of the team. And I think that's what makes this run stand out too.
Well, even to the point where we have that one issue where there's this like Clayface looking creature that is making people forget things.
Yeah.
And there's this great moment where Johnny's like, it's a job for the Fantastic Four, but who are Ben and Reed? But his mind at that moment, he himself, it's the Fantastic Four is made out of Sue, Johnny, one of his like flame guys, and Alicia. And she's like, but I don't have superpowers. Like, yeah, but you do stuff. You're part of it. And so even in his mind, it's like, obviously she's a member. And, like, that's really indicative of his respect for her.
I think it was one of the Blood Hunt issues where like she's stuck with Reed and like together they have to like figure out the whole situation. I like that too.
Yeah, their dynamic was really cool in this book. Like I appreciate the time that we got with just them doing things. Like that was really nice to show like, hey, we can be. It's rare to have like a man and a woman in a thing. It's just they're just like they are also family, and that is normal.
Yeah, I thank you for reminding me of how great of a character she is through this run. That's awesome. I like that. And like even in Slot's run, I think that's why I enjoyed the very beginning of Slot's run. There are things being done with Alicia that move the character forward, but then it's like you forget about her, or the writers forget about her. Yeah, I really like this. I'm trying to think of if I did. I'll be honest with you. I was having a hard time remembering what issue I did not like. Some are a little slower than others, but the payoffs are always excellent. And I don't think there's an issue in this entire first 28 issues that I've read that I did not like, or I thought, that one was.
If I had to choose one, maybe when they get like reversed or something by magic and then they have to fix it. But then at the same time, there's such cool visuals in that.
Yeah,
like visually, that was really cool. Where like Reed's like everywhere, right? That's cool.
Mm.
If I had to choose one, I'd be like, yeah, maybe. But they're all really great.
What about you, Linz? Was there an issue that you thought, that one was okay?
I don't think I can think of one. Mm.
Man, like it really depends on how this run ends. Like whether this might be this might be up there with Mark Waid's like best Fantastic Four runs. Like, there's for me it was always like John Byrne, Mark Waid, Tom DeFalco, Stan Lee, and Jonathan Hickman. Walter Simonson's run was really good too. But those to me were like the top of the, like, that's it. It didn't get better than that. But this is really good, like really freaking good. And I can't wait to see where it goes. I'm interested to see where the relaunch happens, if there's a reason why it happens, if something happens in that issue. So are you up to issue 33? Liz?
No, I am not. No, I don't even know what issue I'm on actually. I think when the One World Doom stuff starts, I think that's where I'm at right now.
Yeah, so this in the late 20s is when that stuff is tying into One Nation Under Doom, or One World Under Doom.
Yeah, I think where this volume ends off is like when the mole guy shows up at the school.
The mole guy?
It's the issue with Alicia's kids, right?
Yeah. Like it's right after she is Valeria's, or no, that's not right. That's the other one. Anyways, where her kid like keeps transforming into all the adults to like get them out of stuff at school.
Yes.
Yeah.
But then also it's so like her then be like, I'm an adult. I should be able to rent R-rated movies. It's just.
So it's got that type of humor too. That I like that about this book. I forgot that. Yeah. So Dan Slott had these two kids that Alicia and Ben adopted.
I love them.
In Empire during that big
cute
crossover, the big event Empire. That's where those kids originated from.
I love them, and like when they get reunited. Oh, and when the dinosaur version of her transforms into, oh my god. And he's like, welcome back, kiddo. And I was like,
oh yes.
Also, isn't it in this run where Ben like adopts a dog? The dog.
Yes, we have to talk about the dog. He did what every like, old dad is like, I don't want any dogs in my damn house, right? And then just slowly falls in love with that dog. It's so good. Well, he's a mole guy. That's what he is.
The mole guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do my best here. I read a lot of books, okay?
I am when is this omnibus going to get announced? I don't know. I mean, that is a good question. They've got enough issues with that first, but the thing that sucks, right? It's like if I worked in the collected editions department, I would find a hard stopping point for when to collect a book, because I don't know how much longer Ryan North is going to write. What if he leaves in like 5 issues, and then you're stuck with something like Uncanny Avengers, where Rick Remender wrote an omnibus worth, and then they're like, hey, let's relaunch it. And he only stayed around for 5 issues. And they're like, well, what are we going to do with this? So maybe they're waiting until he's done. Maybe it's going to be like the Jed McKay thing, where he's just going to continue writing Moon Knight and relaunching it with a different name. I don't know. I can't wait for that, though, because I know some people don't read trade paperbacks, don't read single issues, and they're waiting for an omnibus, and I can't wait for everybody to check it out. I do know that some of my viewers don't like it, though, that it's not for them. and I
That's
get
fair.
it. Yeah, I get it.
That's why we
Um,
gotta have both, so that I can have this, and you guys can have all the action.
all the Jonathan Hickman stuff, or no,
No,
you like the Jonathan Hickman stuff. It was
I like John Hickman's Fantastic
Well,
Four.
you liked all the Fantastic Four we've read so far.
Yeah, I have.
on all the
I
internet.
haven't like fallen in love with them yet though until this, because I liked it and I like the kids, right? But as far as like them as a group, I didn't. Sometimes with me, it takes time. I need to find the thing that clicks with me. Like I didn't like Star Wars really forever until I watched like a couple of the side shows, and then it clicked and it worked. And I feel like this makes it click now because I love them now. And before I'd have been like, oh, they're fine. But now I'm really stoked for the movie.
Oh, good. So who's your favorite member of the family? Who's your favorite character?
Ben.
If it's an adult, it's Ben.
Ben
Yeah,
shit.
Linz.
Oh, okay.
He's the best.
Yeah, Ben's the right answer.
Omar, who's your favorite? Is it Reed?
No, it's Ben.
It's Ben.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Ben. I don't know a lot of Reed guys. Like anytime you ask people what their favorite character of the Fantastic Four is, it's always Ben, Johnny, or Sue. I've never.
Well, because Reed makes a lot of decisions sometimes that aren't.
Which is why I like the Mark Waid run of Fantastic Four, because he makes
Yeah.
him such a likable and relatable character.
Yeah,
You're like,
I think that's the best portrayal I've seen.
Yeah. Have you ever read oh shit, what is it called? 4. Marvel Knights 4. It's Grant Morrison, it's Jay Lee, and Jose Villarrubia on colors. And it's not in continuity at all. But I think like you need Logan's a Reed guy. There we go. I knew there's a couple of Reed guys out there, all dozens of us.
Yeah, I've never read this.
Okay. It's out of continuity and it is very divisive. Some people love it. They're like, oh my god, this is one of the best Fantastic Four comics. Some people hate it because they're like, Grant Morrison obviously loves DC and hates Marvel comics because they wrote this. I'm curious what you two would think of that. I don't want to tell you what happens in it. I kind of want to just do an reader. What's that?
I have been wanting to read it.
Okay.
Because I heard about it, but I haven't like really a lot of people talk about it.
Yeah.
But I heard that it's.
I swear it is one of the most divisive.
I mean, if you guys want to do another old reader, new reader on it.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I just reread it a couple of months back because it just came back to print in trade paperback.
Yeah.
But do you enjoy it?
What's that?
Do you enjoy it, Omar?
I actually do. I like so. It really comes to the ending. It's like everything is happening in the first 3 issues. You're like, what the hell? What? Why? This is so bad. And then it gets to the ending and you're like, oh, okay, that's what's going on. And I'm curious what you all would say.
Okay.
I like divisive books. I like books, especially on old reader, new reader, that I know are split. Like some people love it, some people hate it. Like, have we ever? I was trying to think of some of the ones that we had done in the past.
You know what we haven't done that we still need to do is Batman Year 2,
which is the greatest Batman story.
We've still never done it.
Yeah, we should do that. Did we ever do Identity Crisis? Like that's another story that is completely divisive.
Yeah, we
like,
did.
People love it.
We did.
We did do it. We did do it. Yeah, we did.
I mean, it got one of my favorite pages in comics where Sue Dibney talks about a long.
Oh yeah.
The rest of it is garbage. Throw it away.
I like the relationship between Bruce and Tim. It's got its moments.
Yeah. If you ever read DC, make that be like your 20th or 30th book you read. Don't read all the other stuff first.
What? How much DC have you read, Linz? Oh,
lie. Before the movie, I did start reading All-Star Superman.
Okay.
Through though.
Whoa,
oh my god,
man.
Okay, Linz, I like you. You've passed the test. Do you want to come back sometime and then we can send you a DC book to read?
Oh my god, which one would it be?
Okay.
Who's your favorite DC?
Okay, yeah. What's your favorite? What's your Marvel character story so we can find like the inverse?
Okay, my favorite character is Silver Surfer.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
let's send her a Wave Rider comic.
No.
There's still collections with.
So do you like more like cosmic or space stuff?
Well, the reason why I like him is because he's like a philosophical character.
Okay.
So, but I also love Spider-Man, you know.
Okay.
Okay. All
Maybe
right.
Nightwing?
Everybody.
Really?
Nightwing.
That's easy.
Everyone-
It's an easy, especially the newest one.
Yo, that omnibus just came out too.
God, it's so nice.
Kirby DC omnibus. We want her to stay awake, Josh, and come back to DC.
Etrigan, no.
Yeah, we don't... especially the John Burns.
Think on it.
There is a lot of wonderful DC comics, and
Yeah.
absolutely. That's why I love this show. Like, I love introducing people to new.
The problem is I want to read
Yes.
if it's somebody who hasn't read stuff, I'm like, it's like I have my stack of 5 faves for like a new reader. I'm like, this one again? Far Sector again? Like,
Yeah, it's like, how many times have we done an old? I think honestly,
I've
haven't.
done Far Sector at least twice on Old Reader New Reader.
We've actually done Nightwing twice on Old Reader New Reader, the Tom Taylor Nightwing.
Oh
times.
yeah, and I've done Supergirl Woman with Tomorrow at least twice now. 'Cause it's my favorite.
It's good though. Like, there's
It's
some
so
that you
good.
know,
Dude,
like,
they're terrific. That's not a bad idea. I mean, Wonder Woman. That would, if we're doing my namesake, that's a good one.
which Wonder Woman would you have?
Oh,
Lynn
for a
read,
new
though?
person,
Yeah, what's the most accessible Wonder Woman that you think?
it's hard
Yeah.
because Ruck is my favorite, but
Oh, I think that's a great choice. Absolutely. Would you do? Actually, I kind of like that low heat. I kind of like.
Dead Earth
Yeah,
is cool.
That's badass, Wonder Woman, man.
Mr. Miracle by Tom King's not a bad one. I'm gonna think on this.
Okay.
If you'd like to, I'm not gonna put you on the spot. You can think about.
Yes,
it if you
I
wanna
would
come
love
back
to.
Okay, yay! All right, cool.
I'm
Oh,
gonna start reading. I'm gonna have no idea what any
That's
of those
fine.
things.
I was you once.
Actually, I think Batman Year One was our second or third episode. I think we did Infinity Gauntlet, then Green Lantern.
which is wild to think about that being the first one.
Infinity Gauntlet. I think it was because of the movie.
Yeah.
News
I
52
was a new baby reader when we started this
You
show.
were. Look at you now.
Not
You're like,
anymore.
Liz, what have you not read?
But
Aiden,
I haven't read as much Marvel, so
that is a good point. The New 52
Oh,
is a good
yeah.
jumping on point for Wonder Woman because it's pretty self-contained, and it's a different take on the character too.
Yeah.
Like,
And
that's
the
the
art
thing
would be the
about
only
this.
thing that would maybe. Do you like Greek mythology at all?
Sure. Sure.
Do you
I'm gonna
like
think about
comic book
this.
Greek mythology or actual Greek mythology? Comic book Greek mythology is so much easier to get into than actual
Yeah.
Greek mythology.
I'm gonna think through this.
I haven't read the John Byrne FF. Curious about the dynamics with She-Hulk.
Oh, is that the one where Shield's part of Fantastic Four?
Because it happens
Well,
like
I want to read that because I love Byrne
Oh,
She-Hulk
man, it's
and
it's
She-Hulk and
excellent.
anything.
It takes a little bit to get going, like, but once he gets cooking, he's cooking, man. It's good. Like John Byrne's FF. Oh,
I'm so proud of you.
Me?
That now you're like you use cook and cooking.
I'm not allowed to. It's because Dom's not here. Dom will not let me use some words. He's such a gatekeeper with words, and I'm like, Dom, I didn't know this side of you existed. And he's like, yeah, man, you're too old to be using like what do you aura? Oh, because I was reading the comments.
Are you aura farming?
Yeah, whatever the hell that means. Man, there's so many good books. But before we talk about DC,
You're a
what would you
rating
give
out of 10.
ratings? What would you give this out of 10, Lynn's?
Ryan Norris, Fantastic Four?
Absolutely, Ryan.
Out of
Norris
what? Out of what?
Out of 10.
9.
A 9 out of 10.
Wait, 10 out of 10? Is that bad?
You can say 10 out of 10.
You can
It's
say
your
whatever.
fault.
I'll say 9.5.
9.5. I like that. Meet me halfway. Maddie, what would you give this?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with 9. I really like this. And I don't know what would make it a 10 for me. My ratings are on vibes,
Yeah,
actually, but the only complaint I have about this whole book is that for a while Ben's head looks weird. And everything.
I noticed that.
Thank you. Okay, for a while his head was weird, right? And I was like, why is his head weird? For like
His
10
head was-
issues. Yes. Look at it's like it's barely attached.
What
And I don't know why.
I don't.
It was
I don't-
fine. And for
I don't
like
think
10
I
issues,
noticed
I was
that.
like, why is his head barely It's like a little. I don't know. Thank you,
I don't-
Liz. I thought I was a crazy person.
I don't think I've noticed that at all. But if that brings your ratings down, then yeah.
Maybe a 9.5 if they fixed his hair.
For me, I think, I find it super enjoyable. Every issue, I could not think of a bad issue. I like the art a lot. And I get excited when the next trade comes out. So this is a 10 out of 10 for me. Like, I love it. I think it's up there amongst one of the best. Now, it could turn to crap with his new run, and it's like, who is this, even the same writer? What's going on here? Yeah, but I don't know. I'm enjoying the hell out of it. I love it. That 10 out of 10.
I was not expecting that. I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting, but I wasn't expecting to like it so much. Man, I'm stoked now for the movie.
I wasn't sure about this FF at first, but that volume 2 won me over. About all the traits for Ryan North's FF, we get an omnibus next year. You're welcome. What's Legion of Superheroes?
Oh yeah,
Why are
Mystic was saying?
Look, we cannot do a Legion of Superheroes without Lars. Like, Lars would be offended if we did not invite him to do a Legion of Superheroes.
I'll talk to him.
That's it. Oh my god, he'll be. You should do the Great Darkness saga. That's a classic one. It never gets old. And
I need to plan the next 2 months anyway, so
there you go. And now you got Linz who can help you with the DC stuff.
Linz, get ready for a message from me.
You got a clear slate with Linz because she's never read any of it. That's awesome. How far are you in All-Star Superman?
I think I'm on like the second, third issue.
Wow.
There's so many good Superman books out there. Oh my god.
So many bad ones.
I thought he was overrated until I read like Mark Waid's run, and I was like, oh, I get it.
Would that have been your guys' first pick if I was like trying to read Superman, All-Star Superman?
I think so. I hate to sound like a broken record and like everybody else online, but yeah, absolutely. I think
I do that or Birthright.
It's a really quick like here's Superman's origin in 2 pages, right? And here each issue is a year of his, or I'm sorry, a month of his time that he's got left before he dies. And yeah, I don't know. I think I would go with that one. And maybe Birthright, which we did.
I like Birthright. I mean, that was my first.
Yeah, or
good,
for all seasons. For all seasons, to me, it's not the best Superman story, but it is the best Clark Kent story. I freaking love For All Seasons.
And then eventually you have to read Superman Smashes the Klan. It's not your first one to read, but you have that's like has to be done. It's so good.
I was never a big fan of Superman, but I really enjoy All-Star. And then there's also the opposite side. There are people that don't like it too. So even if you don't like it, Linz, by the time you finish it, don't stop reading Superman, because you might find something out there that you will like, and then you'll start gravitating to more and more Superman stories. And there's plenty out there.
So good.
Yeah, and if you need recommendations, that's what we're here for. So 9.5. Did you change your mind, Linz? Did you give it a 9.5?
Yeah, I said 9.5. Yeah.
It was Maddie that gave it a 9.
I'm usually the higher one. That's okay.
Yeah, no, you usually are like, yeah, I loved it. It's perfect. It's 10 out of 10.
Yeah, unless it's like a old Omar favorite, and then it's like if it's like older X-Men, I'm like, I'm sorry.
Well, I hate you.
There's just so many words in this for no reason.
There's so many. You read Monstrous with me. That has a lot of words.
That's different. I love verbose for good prose, but if it's like you see a picture of someone getting attacked and they're like, and then I'm attacked. I'm like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, I need explanation as to why. Oh.
Kid Mystic is losing.
Don't make me angry. Tommy Dog did a great video on Superman recommendations recently. Oh, is he feeling better? I hope he's feeling better.
Yeah, he's been feeling sick.
Got so excited for Fantastic Four that I accidentally pre-ordered Volume 1 reprint twice. CGN had to intervene. Oh, man, I'm so glad that you got so excited, though.
Yeah.
God loves
I disagree. Oh my God, Josh.
That book is perfection. I couldn't get into All-Star partly because I'm not a fan of Frank White. Oh, there is that too. Sometimes it's the art.
It's hard.
I wasn't a fan of Frank Quietly either until Week 3. Like, I always describe the way Frank Quietly draws his women. Like, he could pick the ugliest bald dude and put a bad wig on them, and that's how Frank Quietly draws women. Maddie gives everything 10 out of 10 unless it's the Dark Phoenix. Ouch. Yeah, I think like it was my birthday and she felt so bad for me. She's like, you know what? Here, I'll give you an extra point. It's still like a 3 out of 5 or out of 10.
You were also drunk and you just
I was super drunk. Oh my gosh.
That was great.
Is Emma dude, right? I was like, why does anybody find Emma hot in New X-Men? She looks so rough. But you know, honestly, Quietly's grown on me. Ever since Week 3, I'm like, oh, I can kind of see why people like this dude's artwork. I dig it.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite artist, Linz?
Oh, that's a hard question. Oh, my little brother draws. I always say he's my favorite artist.
Good answer. Good answer.
It's a cop-out, but I like it.
I don't know. That's a hard question.
That's fair.
Chip Kid even trashed Frank Quietly's art. Now I don't like Chip Kid. Chip Kid is awesome, man. I'm seeing Fantastic Four in IMAX this weekend. When are y'all gonna go? Well, I just bought my tickets right as we were. I did. My brother was like, dude, did you get our tickets? And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go see it in Lexington because Maddie was making fun of me. So I'm gonna go 2 p.m. showings in Lexington on Thursday. Ninja Turtles 90s movie back on the big screen in a few weeks for 30 years. Oh my gosh. After Unbeatable Squirrel Girl, I loved Ryan North. His Fantastic Four run made him my favorite comic writer. Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like, people that loved his Squirrel Girl also enjoyed this book. And then people like myself, I didn't like Squirrel Girl, but I love this book.
But I am the target demographic, to be fair.
For Squirrel Girl?
Yeah. For Marvel book about girl.
Okay.
Here is Marvel book about girl. And I'm like,
yeah, the target audience.
Yeah, you're right. I will read it. Thank you. And they're like, we promise this time it won't get canceled after 2 volumes. And I'm like, yeah, okay, sure. We'll see. People
are saying that Matt Shackman shows love to different runs of the Fantastic Four in the film, especially Jack the King Kirby. I saw the first 2 trailers and that's it. So I don't know. I don't know much more than I don't think I've seen Galactus. I've just seen the back of his head. And the last one I saw was the reveal of the Silver Surfer, Shalabal. That was it. So I think they've shown a couple of more, maybe. I'm watching it Thursday at 9:30 evening, and Taylor's doing 2 p.m. too. Oh, with me? That's cool. I'm just making sure this stream's biggest fan, bigger than Crisis. Thank you, Michael. We appreciate that. I did see this about Yancey Street. That's cool. That is really cool. And Ryan North's Dinosaur Comics, his first web comic, is right there. Fantastic Four critic Rotten Tomatoes score is 89. Interesting. That's... I don't know what Superman was. I want to say Superman was a little higher, maybe. Regardless, we're living in some good times. Both Superman and FF.
I'm happy.
And they both need a win, too. And in the same interview, Kid told the audience that it was because of his cover that IQ84 by Murakami, and not that Murakami is one of the world's best-selling writers.
Wait, did he do the cover for that book?
Apparently. For Quietly did? If I don't get a Galactus bucket, I will simply leave.
Listen, they're not selling those in my theater. You have to order them, which is honestly good for my wallet, because if that $60 popcorn bucket is in front of me, I'm
$60?
Yeah, it's so expensive, and I want it so bad.
So the Galactus hat?
Yes. They don't have it in the theater. It's like for
we live in a slum. We live in a slum downtown.
We got the cool Superman cup though.
I didn't even get that. Linz, is there a Silver Surfer bucket that you're interested in?
Oh, I wish. I was like, why didn't they give the Galactus head a little Silver Surfer on the side?
No, I think they're doing like Herbie the Robot. They're doing a Fantastic Car.
Herbie.
What the crap? It's $80.
Oh, dang.
yeah,
Never mind. I want it so bad. I really do.
I
It
blame
would be
Dune for all this nonsense.
ordering it is so silly, though.
I need a Sentinel head popcorn bucket for the future X-Men MCU. Oh my god. I'm going to be in my 50s when that stupid movie comes out. And I don't care. I'm all here for it. Aren't they like 80-something dollars?
Yeah,
No.
yeah, they're $80.
When we were at New York Comic Con, they actually had a booth, like a popcorn booth,
Yeah.
where you could buy your out-of-print popcorn
I
buckets.
believe it.
No way.
And I was
That
like,
shit's serious now. Like,
yeah, I mean, there's collectors for everything, sure. Linz, as a Silver Surfer fan, how do you feel about Shalabal instead of Norrin Rad as the Surfer? Talk to us, Linz. What do you think? What's
Well,
up?
I really don't mind because it just seems like it's going to be the exact same character, just Shalabal. I think there's going to be a very similar story arc or character arc.
Do you think, we know that this is a different world, right? And we, damn it, I don't want to go into spoilers about the have y'all seen Thunderbolts?
yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Still don't want to go into spoilers in case people haven't seen it because it doesn't come out until I think July 29th on 4K Blu-ray. But we have been told that this is a different Earth. And obviously, it looks different, right?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
it's
I
got
think
this
they
retro
give that
silver.
away in the trailer.
Yeah. So, if the Fantastic Four were to cross over into what they call now the 616 universe, does that mean that we will eventually get a Norrin Rad? I can
That's what
kind
I
of
was
see that working.
thinking.
What's that?
That's what I was thinking. I don't know if she would they would kill her off at the end, but either way, it'd be cool to have both of them, both versions.
Oh man, yeah.
I'm okay with it as long as we get I want a sci-fi romance epic of Silver Surfer. If they give me that, then I'm happy.
But if Shalabal exists in that movie's universe, that means a Norrin has to exist, just not the Silver Surfer Norrin.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's her man, right?
Mhm.
He's stuck at home doing the dishes because she's the one that gave up her humanity to go and become the Herald of Galactus. But I like the fact that she looks like the Earth X version of her.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious if we will see her world, right? Yeah, yeah. I really enjoy Thunderbolts, but they need a theatrical win too.
Yeah.
Just like
because I liked it, but I think a lot of people didn't care for it.
Or a lot of people didn't go see it too. They're like, I'll just
Yeah.
wait for video on demand. I don't even know how Superman is tracking. I'm hoping that it does amazing. I have no idea.
I mean, for our theater alone, it was still the theaters were still full, so I saw it twice.
What the hell?
That's so
I hate that character so much. Yeah, the first time I only saw it one time. I hadn't been to a theater that packed in a long time. And Superman, every seat was full. I loved it.
Because everyone was going. Non-comic book people were going.
Yeah. So
and I don't often see a movie twice. And I would see Superman again and cry again.
You cry again?
Because I was just so happy it existed. I was like, I can't believe they've done it. It's real. And then I'm like, Guy Gardner's here. Mr. Terrific's here. It's like a real comic book movie.
And Liz is like, who are all these fools? I don't know anything
I'll
about
have a
that.
normal reaction to
a
Fantastic
little
Four.
bit of knowledge. A little
bit of knowledge. All right. Oh man, you'll have to get her to read some Green Lantern or some JSA that features Mr. Terrific's best moments. I'm going back to Baltimore Comic Con this year. Man, I haven't been. It's been 2 years, I think. I was thinking about it. I think Superman is coming up on $500 million. That's good, right? What does it need to make? Where's Bruce? Bruce is the one that knows all this. What does it need to make?
This isn't related, but are you and Amanda going to talk about I Know What You Did Last Summer, the new movie?
No, those movies suck.
Good. It's really bad. It's really bad.
You saw it?
In case, yeah, I did yesterday.
Okay,
It's so bad.
did you see
It's incredibly bad.
Final Destination? I always make fun of those movies too.
That movie was good.
Okay, I don't know about good. It was fun. It was fun.
In comparison to the rest, pretty solid. This movie, in comparison to the rest, pretty bad. Pretty bad.
Well, I'm also not a fan of the new Screams, and people kept raving about how
I love new
Scream. And I'm like, but I'm also not a fan of the original Scream. I thought it was just okay. Did you like the original Scream?
Yes. What are you talking about? Yes.
Dude, Scream 3 is the definition of jumping the shark for horror movies. It had Jay and Silent Bob in it as characters, not not the actors. Yeah, Scream was okay. You didn't like it, huh?
Anyway, it's my sidebar.
Sidebar, don't go and see I Know What You Did Last Summer. Is it called I Know What You Did Last Summer?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, dude, I forgot. I Still Know What You Did Last Summer had Jack Black. He was like the fat white Jamaican
and Brandy.
guy. Brandy was in that?
Yeah.
Oh, she played the friend, didn't she? Man.
Not
we don't
good.
tolerate Scream 3 slaves.
That's right, Hayden.
Oh, it was awful. What? The original Scream trilogy was amazing.
Thank you, Nick.
Confirming that Scream takes place in the Clerks universe, not the other way around, the View universe. Mar, you and Amanda should do a tie maker tomorrow for Adam Sandler movies.
Oh, God.
Happy Gilmore 2 is coming. Shut up. That's not real.
Listen, Naked Gun's coming out. Freaky Friday. It's a weird year.
Dude,
I
you know the fat, white, annoying Jamaican guy.
Yeah.
Matt, I love your avatar, by the way.
So good.
What did you just say? Naked Gun. Okay, Naked Gun. I got a call from a really good friend of mine that's my age. And he was like, Omar, I don't need you to make fun of me. But what I'm about to ask you, I think you're going to make fun of me. And I was like, of course I'm going to make fun of you. Ask me anyway. So I saw a trailer. There's no way in hell that there's a Naked Gun movie coming out with Liam Neeson, right? Like, this is a CGI
and Pamela Anderson's in it.
It was like it's an AI trailer, right? Like, and I'm like, no, man, it's really coming out. He was like, oh my God, I think I just got to be that age that I don't know if it's real or I don't know if it's fake, because he thought it was an AI generated trailer. And I was like, no, dude, it's real. It looks promising. Because I remember, I was doing a video and I was like, people were asking me if I was excited for it. I'm like, man, there's no way in hell you could do the jokes that they did in the original Naked Guns. Like, not today. And then they're like, dude, watch the trailer and watch the very end of the trailer. And there's that part where like they're all talking to their dads. And a dude gets to OJ Simpson. And he looks at the camera and he's like, nah. I thought that was funny. I'm like, okay, it's promising. It could be good. He's been in other comments. Wait a minute. Does Linz know who Brandy is? Does she listen at 90s R&B? Do you know who Brandy is? Linz?
Brandy hasn't done anything in like.
Didn't she go to jail? Like, didn't she do like a hit and run? I want to say like she did like some weird stuff. Do you know who Brandy is, Linz?
No.
No. Ouch.
To be fair, she really hasn't done anything for a couple decades. So
she had a show called Brandy, right?
Yeah, like in the 90s.
Oh my God. You say that like in the 1900s. Okay.
All right. I'm gonna have us wrap it up because your girl's gotta go to the gym in the morning.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Linz, you've been a delight. Thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you.
You were great. Omar, thanks for being here.
You're welcome.
I would have felt rude.
Join you next month. You decide what to read, or I can decide, and I'll be here next month too.
Yeah, let me think on it. Everybody, thanks in the chat. Thanks for hanging out with us. If you're catching us later, let us know in the comments below what you think about Ryan North's Fantastic Four, and give us some recommendations for future reads. Don't forget you can join our Patreon to vote for our Over Your New Reader Pick of the Month. We'll figure out what genre of things next month. I don't know yet.
Moesha.
Oh, it wasn't Brady. It's called Moesha. Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was called Brandy. That's on me.
I did
That's how much I did not watch that show. Sorry about that. Go on, Maddie.
Anyways, yeah, you guys know the deal. Thanks for being here. If you haven't subscribed, that's weird. I'm surprised you found us. That's really cool. You should subscribe. I'm really bad at ending the show. Thank you so much. I will not be here next week because Mark Zimmer, viewer of the channel, friend of the channel, is going to be in town.
Oh, good.
I need to message you, Omar, and see if you want to come go see him with me. But
Sure.
I'll be seeing him next Tuesday. So then I'll be back on regular schedule in August. So I'll see you all then. Have a good night. Go see Fantastic Four. Bye.
Bye.